Clive Griffiths, and we're live from the Richfield Coliseum. The Comets have lost 6 straight coming into this ball game at the Richfield Coliseum. Kansas City, though, is a winner at home against these guys. They're 9-1 at the Kemper, but Cleveland is 8-1 here at the Coliseum. And Clive, when you take a look at these two teams, it's always been the home field advantage that has worked for both teams.
Yeah, I think the statistics should certainly prove that, Chuck. I think the most important fact here is that the prolific goal scorers that the Kansas City team have in Hadamina and Goosens and Mitchell, and that's also to say for the Cleveland Force team, they also have, as we know, Craig Allen and Kai Askevi, and it can be a very motivational factor when you're playing in front of big crowds. And both these teams enjoy playing in front of big crowds in their hometowns, and I think that's what lifts them up, and that's why we see such high-scoring games from these kiddies. And I think there's no question about it that we can probably tear them people apart if we just keep doing what we're doing.
Boy, great opportunity there for Cleveland that just missed out. There's going to be a foul in the penalty box area. Craig Allen had his foot up in the air, and he was defended against by Kansas City, and you're going to see a close-up of it here.
Actually, what happened there was Dave Bonchek pushed the ball out of the area with his hand, and that's now resulting in a penalty kick. Any handball infraction in the box will end up in a penalty shot.
Saw it beautifully there from the end zone camera. The handball coming up by Bonchek, and so he'll go sit on the penalty box area.
Strange reaction from young Davey Bonchek there, actually, Chuck. In that situation, when you throw anything at the ball, your body, your head, anything, but don't throw your hands out. Very, very frustrated with himself, obviously.
Penalty kick will come from 24 feet away. They have a special mark there, and Gettemeyer will try and keep it out. Craig Allen is a guy that's been pretty prolific against Kansas City. 21 points in 11 games. Officials talking it over, trying to get everybody set. Dave Clements and Nicky Nikolic taking a look here and trying to size up their defense and make sure the Comets can remain scoreless. Gettemeyer with a beautiful save there. The Comets play it out. Craig Allen hit it. Had a chance to talk with Kia. Kia, the AISA and the MISL, what kind of a transition has it been for you?
Well, you know, when I played in the MISL when I was 17, I was just playing a role of, you know, they were going to develop me, so I really didn't have that big of a role there. And then, unfortunately, when the team folded, I had to go to AI. You know, I moved there, and I think personally that was the best thing ever happened to me because I was very fortunate to get some priceless experience. And the type of playing that's over there, it's a lot more youth, and the pace of the game is a lot faster, and you just learn to be a lot quicker. But when you move out to the MISL, the difference I see is that the caliber of play is a lot higher, and you just have to be a lot more patient and play a lot more with, you know, your brain than running around. So.
Do you think, as far as the AISA is concerned, it can be something that will be like a minor leagues for the MISL, where they can develop the younger players and then they can come up from there to here?
Well, I don't see. The whole thing is that they don't want to, you know, they want to compete with the MISL, and MISL likes to compete with them. And it just, I think it would be perfect. I mean, say like there's 20-man roster, the 5 or 6 guys that don't get to travel. And, you know, I've been fortunate that I got on, you know, travel because of some unfortunate injuries, and I got my chance. But if, like, for example, myself, if I wasn't playing, it doesn't do anything. You just in practicing, you get some valuable experience just by playing. And there's just certain things you're not going to learn unless you play. And I think it would be good if they could work something out.
What about that first ball game against Tacoma? A couple of goals, and you start off things right. Opportunity was there, and you answered it very nicely.
Yeah, well, like I said, again, unfortunately, Gino got hurt. I mean, he's a big part of this team, and the first 20 seconds of power play, he was injured, and, you know, I was playing that position in Canton before for 3 years, and then I did it in preseason for a little bit, and then I just went in, and the breaks went my way, and my job was to stand on far post, and ball happened to beat it, and I put it away.
Expectations from here on, just keep to trying playing and gelling with your teammates and make things happen on the field?
Well, my expectation is just, you know, right now, I didn't really get accustomed to losing, and right now my biggest concern is winning, you know, and my job is to, you know, help out with the team, and then whenever I get my chance. And, you know, I really can't have that much expectation myself than just doing well and try to keep the mistakes down. That's about it.
Cleveland nothing, Kansas City nothing. The Comets will have a penalty power play opportunity when they come back, as 1:45 will remain into the third quarter. We'll be back with more right after this.